okay, and beginning. Well, Oscars for next year are gonna...
Early contender, right?
contender, the resurrection of Gavin Stone.
It's this year's Deadpool, goddammit.
Oh, yeah. You knew it would be this great because it came here way faster than Silence did. You know what? Between the last two faith-based movies that came out, Voiceless and this, you gotta have way better with this one over Voiceless.
I'm sure because of all the ones I've seen. Honestly, this is the one that angered me. This didn't anger me at all. I just sat there going, this just isn't very good.
Yeah, there is nothing insulting about this movie. There's nothing offensive about it. And I realize we grade these movies kind of on a scale.
But this one is honestly, it is like with one more rewrite and a different director, this is a late 90s out-of-place character comedy.
Yeah, it is. It's a couple of different things. Yeah. It is that. It's like, you rewrite this movie, maybe have the Farrelly brothers direct it, put Johnny Knoxville in it. It's the church version of The Ringer.
Yeah.
You know?
I was watching this, and half the time I kept thinking of Hamlet 2 with Steve Coogan.
Yeah.
You know, it's...
Yeah, if it were purely a faith-based movie. The concept of this movie is that Brett Dalton plays this washed-up actor named Gavin Stone, who's a major partier, and he's a former child star. And then he gets community service. He gets 200 hours of community service for shenanigans. And so...
in some, I'm guessing, a Chicago suburb.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they mention deep dish pizza every other sentence.
Yeah.
You can always tell when something isn't written by someone from Chicago.
Yeah, deep dish pizza. Oh, thin crust, okay, I guess.
Da Bears.
Yeah, it's just like, motherfucker, what?
So you think like, oh, okay, well, if he's got community service and he's gonna go work in a church, it's probably maybe gonna be some rundown church or something like that. Fucking no! They send him to
like a giant mega church that's like the size of the mall here in Springfield.
Yeah,
like fancy as fuck. Like they have a coffee bar in the lobby. Like there's dudes like directing traffic out in the fucking parking lot, which is massive. Like why do they need this motherfucker to mop for them and be? Like
you expect,
and
like,
what judge sends him to this fucking
that church? Like you expect Joel Osteen to walk out on like any minute.
Like in the church, and like later, and they mention weird things. Like this church has a rock band that performs, and like a giant screen that everybody watches the service on in the giant auditorium. They mention that they have a branch in Nepal.
Yeah, the auditorium they had for this is like 1 million times bigger than the auditorium we watched the movie in.
Yeah,
it's bigger than it's 8 times bigger than this theater, and so. All right, so he gets cast as Jesus in the play, and that's
by saying he's a Christian.
But yeah, he lies and says he's a Christian. So he's Jesus in this play, and this is where like a rewrite could turn this into like a funny like Knoxville or Ben Stiller type like fish out of water thing, because there are funny scenes in here where he's like playing.
He doesn't understand Jesus.
Yeah. So he's playing Jesus as this egomaniac, in which this was the best scene in the movie, where he's in the boat on the water, and he stands up and he says, "I am the Alpha and the Omega. The water will calm, for they have seen their creator." The movie really needed more stuff like that.
And those parts were, honestly, it was just kind of like, is it funny? Like, it feels like it should be funny. Like the movie was, it was really weird too, because it's the thing that threw me off the most was watching this whole thing. It was when it comes down to faith-based stuff. It's basically Gavin Stone. More than I think he finds Jesus, he finds that he likes being part of a Christian community.
Yeah, and he likes the girl.
Right. Mm-hmm. So there's that, and that's he's the only one who's converted. Mm-hmm. Like the other character who's not a Christian and is his dad, and his dad comes and sees the play at the end and claps, and there's no impression that he becomes a Christian. He's just proud of his boy. Yeah. And it's like, all right, fine. Like, and there's no preaching if you're not a Christian, you're bad.
There's none of that.
No, there's none. It's just showing Christian folk being Christian folk, and it's like,
yeah,
well, it's refreshing after a lot of the ones we've seen. But the biggest problem I had with this movie is the fucking lead, Brett Dalton, is such a better actor than everyone else in the movie.
He is really good at this.
Well, the thing is, I honestly, like, I've seen him in other stuff. I honestly think he's a good actor.
Mm-hmm.
That's just, like, the right role's gonna happen, and he's gonna... Because he's, like... Hey, gay or nothing, but he's a handsome man.
Yeah.
And he's charming, and he's got good timing, and he can also be really creepy and shit.
Yeah.
So it's like, he's a good actor. Like, waiting for a really good breakout role. But everyone else in it is like, you know, Christian-based movie level of acting. And the best part of that is they embrace some of that, which works for some of the characters.
Yeah, it does. It's like, it has the quirky side characters you would see in like a small little independent movie, like Waking Ned Divine or something like that.
Like, you would expect them to be played by, like, if you were gonna cast it now, like the one guy who's overly thespian, you'd cast like the guy who was the manager in Flight of the Conchords.
Yeah.
Shit like that, you know?
Yeah, you have like Mike White play like a supporting character. Or
the
something.
one dude kind of looked like Mike White.
That's why I was thinking of that during the movie, but like... The movie makes me retroactively want to say kind of like a fuck you to I'm Not Ashamed. Because I was really grading that movie on a curve in the sense that, like, well, okay, this one is not as, like, hateful as something like God's Not Dead. Like, it is mostly about someone just kind of trying to be a good person.
The opposite end of the Christian
spectrum.
Well,
what I mean is, but that movie still had a lot of, like, really bad shit in it. Like, because it's like... A lot of it was like someone's trying to be a good person, and every now and then, like, a Columbine movie will happen, and that got pretty tasteless and kind of shitty, but I was like, well, okay, it has some better qualities than some of the others. This one really, really has nothing overly wrong with it. It's not offensive or hateful, like, in the absolute least.
Yeah. It's just... not that good of a movie.
Yeah, it's just a Hallmark movie is the thing.
Yeah.
It's like you're paying theater prices to see something that is shot and edited and paced like something you would see on Hallmark.
Right.
And the kind of story that it is, honestly, like with the guy pretending to be a Christian and he likes the girl. And
it's very Hallmark. It's very TV movie.
It is that, but it's also kind of like a bigger budgeted version of... like something they would have shown me in school, like you know what I mean, like that would be like 45 minutes long,
right,
and like super low budget and like shot with like TV cameras, like something like I did an episode on this movie last year, I think. It was called The Pretender, and it was one of those movies. It was from like 1988 that was about a guy who was like a ladies' man, but he wanted to hit on the Christian girl, so he pretends to be a Christian. By the end of it, he kind of does.
Yeah.
It is like a bigger budgeted, slightly more well-written version of that. There is still ridiculous shit in this movie, but it's ridiculous shit you would find in a Hallmark movie. Like, honestly, it's way better than the last Hallmark movie I watched, which was fucking Dear Santa.
No, but like the thing about this movie too, it's 3 minutes of editing, taking out the Christian message, like literally 3 minutes, and most of the Christian message would be gone out of it, like the overt Christian stuff. And then if you add in 3 more minutes of his manager being like, "No, this place is huge. You'll pack the house. It'll boost your career," and then you have a '90s comedy.
Yeah,
those two changes, and then you have a subpar '90s comedy.
And him saying he's a believer literally is just him going, "I believe now."
Exactly. and that like 2 seconds that he's on the cross before he delivers his line where he's talking to himself, and it's like, dude, you're still mic'd.
Yeah.
You know?
And okay, so a couple of things. One, like when he's egotistical Jesus, which again was the best part of this movie, and the girl comes out and says, because he's saying like, no, we need to have like a what do we do, those the pulley system,
yeah,
like, yeah, so I can fly at the end of it and a spotlight can be shown on me. And she's like, no, like, you need to be taught humility. Or like, Jesus was a very humble person. That's the opposite of what we're doing. And I'm sitting there like, motherfucker, you work in a mega church.
Yeah. Like, do you see the size of that screen behind the stage? Come on.
Not to mention the fact, when you actually see this play at the end of it,
Yeah, the production quality is like better than you see on Broadway. It's fucking absurd.
it was absurd. It was like watching like a Max Fisher play from Rushmore. It was like watching like he's mentioning like, no, we need to have pyrotechnics, and she's like, what? No, that's not what this is about. This play has everything but that.
Yeah, we can't afford that. And it's like, but you could afford that much lighting?
The lightning, the screen in the background showing like they had him ride in on an actual donkey.
Yeah.
like no joke. This is like going to Broadway and seeing The Lion King. And
Not quite. Well, okay, yeah.
and it does a stupid, like, because there's going to be, like, the third act breakup in this, and the way they do it's dumb, because the play is that weekend, and then he gets a call from his manager and this TV director that he's worked with in the past, and the TV director's like, oh man, I saw those pictures of you like getting drunk, that was so great, so I rewrote my sitcom, I've got a recurring role for you on there, you are one of the leads, filming starts tomorrow. And he's like, what? I got this play that I'm in, like, cancel it. Like, no. Like, it's like, you completely rewrote this sitcom and everything to have him in it. Like, you can give him a few days.
Yeah.
Like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, and then, like, gives him shit because he won't drink real alcohol on set. Like,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And the other thing is, like, and she gets, the girl in it, he gets this career opportunity for his real, actual career as an actor.
Uh-huh.
And it's not like he's leaving the day before the play. It's like 3 days before he gets the call. They have an understudy. And it's not like he just leaves.
Mm-hmm.
He goes to tell her.
Uh-huh.
And she gets really mad at him. He's like, but it's my career. It's my dream. She's like, this is very unchristian. It's like, it's really unchristian for you to fucking scream at him about this.
Yeah. But the whole thing was stupid.
Yeah.
The whole thing was stupid because, like, they easily could have put off filming that show. I mean, at the least, it wouldn't have been like, it starts tomorrow, man. Sorry. And he could have said, like, no, this would have been a lie, but he could have said, no, I have a legal obligation to be in this play.
Yeah.
And he is a recovering addict, and as soon as he goes on this sitcom, yeah, it's like he said, like, they're giving him real alcohol to drink because they want him actually drunk on this, like, sitcom they're shooting. Like, what? It was just dumb shit to add conflict in the third act of this movie. Oh, man. But, do not see this in the theater.
No. Don't even rent it. Don't watch, unless you're really morbidly curious about these movies. There's no point in watching this. It's not good. Mm-hmm. It's just not as bad as all the others.
Oh no, of the ones that we've seen in the theater, it's by far one of the better ones.
Yeah.
Like this and
like this one, I applaud them a little bit. I'm like, all right, if you want to keep making Christian movies like this,
then fine. It's got a solid message to it. Like, the message is perfectly fine.
The message is this message is basically like if you find God, it's cool, man. Be a part of your community, do some service, take care of people. You don't have to be an asshole about it. That's the message of this movie.
And it's a good message. Yeah. It is an uplifting film. It is. Like, of the ones that I've come away with feeling fine about, like, I wouldn't say it's as good as, like, Captive, which I kind of liked, and Risen, which was okay. This is, like, if it's your thing, it's a rental. Yeah. If it's not, I don't know why you'd want to watch it if it's not your thing. It's sort of like,
but this one doesn't hurt anyone.
No, not at all.
it's not out to hurt anyone, which is also
No.
saying something. Which is sad to have to be saying something about a Christian movie.
No, you're exactly right.
But yeah, no, this one's just kind of like, yeah, we're Christian. Hi, like we do community, like we do nice things.
Yeah, I would put it as a Netflix movie.
If you're into this shit, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're super into this kind of movie, I'd say it's a rental. Honestly, if you're super into this kind of movie, you'd probably be fine seeing it in the theater because you'll probably like it. You'll probably get your money's worth. But overall, a blanket statement of how I recommend this movie, I can't say to see this in the theater. Like I can't even say to like really go out and to a video store and get it. But if it's on Netflix, it's not a bad movie.
Yeah.
It's harmless. It's a harmless movie. It's dumb. It's dumb as shit. There's a lot of stupid shit in this movie, but it's the movie didn't make me mad or anything like that.
No, and it's like it's not good. It's got some really dumb parts in it. Like the part that not many people would find this as dumb as I do. Like the other characters that are in the play give him a cross made out of nails as a gift, and it's not like a stupid moment. It's a touching moment. Like they're like, when the church was built, the pastor gave everyone a nail that, from leftover from when they were building the building. We wanted to give them to you, and they give them to him in the shape of a cross, and it's a sweet little moment. I'm just sitting there going, this giant-ass building's built out of steel. They didn't use that kind of nail,
I about lost my shit because you leaned over to tell me that.
I'm a contractor, man. What can I say? Like, if it was built out of fucking Tapcom screws, I would have been like, fuck yeah. But no. It's like old wooden nails, and it's like, nah, man. They don't even make those fucking things anymore.
Some of the biggest laughs I get out of these movies, out of going to see movies in general, is just when you lean over to tell me something. Like at Willy Wonka, when you leaned over and said, they're just wasting chocolate. That's the biggest laugh have ever gotten out of that movie. Why is this shot like Taxi Driver? There are now several videos on YouTube setting that scene to Taxi Driver because of that video.
It's true.
It's incredibly true.
Like, and if you watch those, and I've watched some of those that people put together, like, yeah, it fits fucking perfectly.
Yeah, it does.
It's terrifying.
It's haunting. All right, I guess that pretty much wraps it up. Let's see. Thursday, I've got Dog's Purpose. I almost said Dog's Life. Like I remember that video game. That was a great game. I've got Dog's Purpose and Resident Evil, the final chapter.
Until they make another one in 3 years.
Oh yeah, A New Beginning. See ya.
I guess.